Footnotes from the Life Application Study Bible. Mark records that John and James went to Jesus with their request, according to Matthew. Their mother also made the request. Apparently, mother and sons were in agreement in requesting honored places for these two men in Christ's kingdom. The disciples, like most Jews of that day, had the wrong idea of the Messiah's kingdom, as predicted by the Old Testament prophets. They thought Jesus would establish an earthly kingdom that would free Israel from Rome's oppression. James and John wanted honored places in it, but Jesus' kingdom is not of this world. It is centered not in palaces and thrones, but in the hearts and lives of his followers. The disciples did not understand this until after Jesus' resurrection. James and John said they were willing to face any trial for Jesus, and both did suffer. James died as a martyr, and John was forced to live in exile. It is easy to say we will endure anything to maintain our faith in Jesus, and yet most of us complain about the most minor of problems. We may say that we are willing to suffer for Jesus, but are we even willing to suffer the minor irritations that sometimes come with serving others? James and John wanted the highest positions in Jesus' kingdom, but Jesus told them that true greatness comes in serving others. Peter, one of the disciples who heard this message, went on to expand this thought in 1 Peter chapter 5, verses 1 through 4. Businesses, organizations, and institutions measure greatness by personal achievement. Christ's kingdom, however, service is the way to get ahead. The desire to be on top will hinder, not help. Rather than seeking to have your needs met, look for ways that you can minister to the needs of others. This verse reveals not only the motive for Jesus' ministry, but also the basis for our salvation. A ransom was the price paid to release a slave or a captive. Jesus paid a ransom for us because we could not pay it ourselves. His death released all who believe in him from the devastating consequences of all sin. He sets us free from slavery to addiction, self-hatred, and destructive beliefs. The disciples thought Jesus' life and power would save them from Rome. Jesus said his death would save them from sin and even greater slavery, Rome's.